Mail call! Mail? Hey, I wonder what could it be? The only way to find out is to open and see. Could it be Monday? Oh, maybe not. The only way to know is to watch what's in the box.
Hey there, wait a minute, Mr. Postman. Yeah, you right there, Mr. Postman. Hey, Mr. Postman, look at me. Is there a package just waiting for me? Where's my box? Where's my box? What's in the box?
Welcome to another episode of What's in the Box. And today I have a special treat. I received this in the mail. And I have The Road to Valhalla by Guildworks Productions. Oh Valhalla, oh Valhalla, hey, 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 good time. So I got this nice thank you card with this sticker. With some inscription on the side, and it says thank you so much. Looks like a doctor wrote this. Can't read it. But this is created by Keith Murphy, who I know Keith from way back when from Comic Artists Guild, and he has Guildwork Productions, and he launched his Kickstarter, successful Kickstarter, blew his goal away, and I supported that Kickstarter. So, and here is my reward. So thank you for the thank you card. So first and foremost, let's look at the cover. The cover art is done by none other than Hector Rodriguez. And if you don't know who Hector is, you should. He's a fantastic artist. He's done Mandy Pandy and the Curfew for me way back when, and I'm hoping to get that published this year. And he does a lot of amazing work. He's done... Sorry, Hector, I forgot the name of the wolf comic that you do. But fantastic artist. This cover, just looking at the cover alone, is pretty dope. You know exactly what you... So if I'm walking in the woods by myself, foraging, looking for food, and I come across a sword and a skull and a fire, I'm out. I'm like... Carl Lewis. I'm like, I'm Ghost. I'm not even going to stay around because someone's going to have my head for dinner, and I don't want to have it. So you open up the book. I love this map. I wonder who created the map. I love the art. I wonder if it was Keith or, but I like this map. And then it has, the credits. So the Road to Valhalla. Well, it's Road to Valhalla. I keep saying the. So written by John Escobalis, E.T. Keith Murphy, art by Keith Murphy, colored by Leonardo P. DiMaggio, lettering by Mindy Lopkin, cover art by Hector Rodriguez. Road to Valhalla is published by Guildworks Publications. And there's the logo. Go visit gwpcomics.com. So what I like about this, when you open up, I always like when it's a new story that there's some sort of synopsis in the beginning to help the reader, introduce the reader to the world they're about to embark on. And they did that here. And here it says, around the year of 1000 AD, it is said Christianity stepped foot in Norway for the first time. It found some resistance in the strong pagan communities, but after a couple of hundred years, it wore the pagans down. Christianity had helped, though. Many years of raiding had exposed the Norsemen to other people and cultures. Sometimes they dragged the influence home with them, and sometimes they stayed behind and absorbed into the villages and missions they had pillaged and plundered. By the time Eric and Braun were old enough to go out with the raiding parties, the people of the south and west had followed the boats north and made deals with many of the Viking kings and chieftains. While far from disappearing, the raids did become much less frequent and were mostly unsanctioned by the Norse leadership. There were some that were less enamored of the new ways and the divisions that were cut in the proud Norse traditions. Always explorers, these left their homeland in search of simpler lives across the seas. So it starts off. You see an arrow in the back of one of the Norsemen. When it starts off, he's talking to gods in the fire. So basically, he's like, my father warned me of the fate that I'd reach. I just didn't listen, and basically, his people are running out of food. They were warned by villagers, Native villagers, that they needed to hunt and get ready for the winter. They chose not to listen. He had a bunch of bad apples in his crew that are looking to. They don't like taking orders, and they just like to take what's not theirs. And so they're challenging him. And it starts off with what happens in this scene. Then it goes over a year later. And these guys are on a hunt. And they're looking at this village. Because they want to see the people that reside in this village. Because apparently they were told they were savages. And they want to make sure before they go down, they don't want to risk their lives. And one of the knuckleheads says, I'm going to go down there anyway. So, of course, you're not going to let your boy go by themselves, so they all have to go. What they find is a massacre, and it seems like the bodies were eaten. You know, they found skulls of babies, and they find bones in the fire that were gnawed on. They're like, what do you mean? How could this have happened? So they're fighting amongst each other about who should be leader, and, you know, it's always that way. Everybody wants to lead, but no one wants the responsibility, right? So I think what Keith did with the art, he captured the emotion, he captured the mood. I like the style of coloring. Let me see. I just want to give props to the colorist. Colors by Leonardo P. DiMaggio. Yo, Leonardo, you did your thing. Yeah, the color style, really fantastic. You know, the mood, it really drew me in. You know, I'm really enjoyed this. So then they're standing there arguing amongst themselves. He's like, I'm growing tired of your wit, Snorri. What do you think you're about to do? And they're getting ready to face off. And then they notice, boom, we're being watched. They're here. So one thing's for sure, you don't want to go up against the natives because they know the land better than anybody and they're fierce. So the natives were actually friendly to the father. And so they tell the story of what happened. He had some bad apples. They betrayed. They didn't listen. They warned him that they were going to kill him if he didn't listen. And they decide to attack the natives. The natives start tearing them down. He still doesn't listen. He goes off with them. The natives wind up, his boys wind up going back and taking his life because all his boys are dying. He's like, you know, they killed Ubi. Where is your steel? Look around, you stupid. And I'm not going to use the word. They could put us all down. He's fighting them, saying, stop, man. Don't, you know, you guys are just clueless. These guys would just take us out. It's like, remember the movie The Wanderers with the Ducky Boys? There were thousands of them. It's like that. You don't want to go against the Ducky Boys. So apparently, they say that when there's no food, they'll eat their own, and then they turn, and then they're cursed forever, and they turn into these beasts and wendigos. And so the natives are hunting the beasts are hunting the natives. So if I'm hunting you and you're hunting me, who's hunting we? Oh, could it be? So I like the fact that they ended it off on this scene where you see the wendigos. I think, you know, you all did your job. A really good job on this, Keith, and your crew. The crew. The story was really good. Kudos to John Escobalis and Keith Murphy. The story is really good. Has some, it's like the drama draws you in. You start thinking about what would I do in this scenario. Really good start to this promising series. And then on the back of it, gives kudos to all the Kickstarter supporters. And under my name, it's Catch the Crazies. So Catch the Crazies supported this Kickstarter. You guys see Jonathan the Psycho Cyphex and George Medina in here. You know, let's see who else supported. Anibal Arroyo supported. I see that. Let's see who else supported that I know. Dwayne Favre, I know. J.M. DeSantis, James Rodriguez, J.D. Calderon. A lot of people I know. Zachary, look at that. Robert Sadaro. Omar, I don't know if it's Omar Solis. I don't know, but I know Omar. Liz Ortiz. So there's a lot of people that I know that back this. Pretty cool. But definitely good story. I enjoyed it. Thank you so much, Keith. The quality is great. I'm going to put it back in the bag and board and save it for 10 years to come. Hopefully it becomes a hit. I seriously do recommend this book if you haven't supported this Kickstarter. When they do the Kickstarter for issue 2, make sure you support that one. So next week on What's in the Box, I'm going to be talking about It's a Living, Surviving as a Freelancer in the 21st Century, The Ultimate Guide to Success for Artists and Creative Professionals by Christian S. Aluas. So this is a mighty hefty read. It's about 215 pages, I believe. So this will be on next week's on What's in the Box. If you want to be featured on What's in the Box, all you have to do is reach out to us at contact@catchthecraze.com or contact us at catchthecraze.com. And I'll send you the P.O. Box and you can send it over and you'll be featured on What's in the Box. Go check out our Kickstarter. We have 16 days left to go for Catch the Crazies. Thank you so much for the supporters. You know, we made our goal in 4 days. We're in the stretch. We've unlocked several stretch goals. So we'd like to get 50 backers. We have 29 backers right now. So we'd like to get to 50 backers out there. So check out Catch the Crazies. Give us some love. If you like this episode, give me a thumbs up. Please subscribe. Hit some comments below. Leave some comments below. You know, tell Keith what you think about his book. All right, I'm Sam the Crazy Man Vera. This is What's in the Box. I will talk to you soon.